ranking the best Sugar Rush cards in Madden 24. We are back here with part 2 of the Sugar Rush promo. Now today we're going to be looking at all the new reveals, but I do want to go ahead and say one thing. Andrew Thomas, they were talking about Andrew Thomas on stream, and I guess our update was, hey, he was supposed to release in this drop, not the other one. So it doesn't seem like they're going to do any make rights or anything for it. And yeah, so we already looked at Andrew Thomas in the previous one. I think he's the best left tackle in the game with that secure pro in that linchpin combo for 0. It's not the biggest difference in the world, him and Andrew Whitworth though. So if you guys do have a lighted up token on Andrew Whitworth, you don't necessarily need to upgrade. It's just he is a little bit better. And now we got the 95s first though. Now these cards, again, they don't get any discounted abilities, which at this point in the game, I think that's stupid. These cards I think should be really, really good for a budget. Like imagine, right, Mike Gesicki, 0 AP tight end apprentice at a 95 overall. One, that's really nice on every single theme team he's a part of. Two, that's really nice for any no money spend budget baller. With a lot of the cheap receivers in the game right now, you could take off Howard Master on your quarterback, spend the AP on secure pros. And I just think you could make the game a lot more balanced for the people that either are just starting or don't have the best team in the game. Mike Gesicki has a base right here, no discount abilities. So 93 speed, 94 short, running 90 medium, 68 run block. Obviously not a run blocker. I mean, he's a big body. He is not really that great, especially compared to the cards we have. I'm just going to put him right here. I guess maybe you could argue he's just like a mid-tier tight end, but there's really no point to use him again with those no discount abilities. These 95's main purpose is just getting quick sold for chocolate for either eggs or the B&D like 98. Now after that, we got Brian Robinson with 94 speed, 96 acceleration, decent catching, a 71, but again, no discounted abilities. Like again, imagine if this card had 0 AP RB apprentice, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. Like these cards could be good literally if they just got abilities, and they wouldn't be like overpowered either. It'd actually be pretty balanced. But for me, Brian Robinson, again, there's really no point to use him. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the trash tier. I don't know why, but this year I feel like Lorenzo Carter has gotten a ton of cards. So he's 92 speed, 95 acceleration, good speed, good acceleration. The finesse moves are great, but the block shed not being over 90, and also the power moves are a little bit lower. So in my opinion, this card, it's just, again, one, no discount ability. Two, it's not like he's really balanced as a rusher either. I don't even really think he's a mid card. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in this tier for sure, because at least like Sam Hubbard can go ahead and play defensive tackle if you wanted him to. But we do get Jameson Williams this time. Pretty tall receiver. I think he's 6'2", 6'3". One of the two, pretty tall, but 97 speed is great. 90s across the board for route running. Now this is a card that if you do have a Lions team, he's great. And now you don't need abilities on every single receiver on your team, of course. Depending on what you're running, me personally, I'm running the all apprentice offense, so I can save a little bit of AP on Hot Route Master, get things like Conductor, Roaming Deadeye, or also get secure pros everywhere on my offense line if I did need to spend AP on it. But I mean, this right here is a good card in the game. 97 speed. I think I'd be willing to put him right here. Yeah, just with how receiver is, you don't need abilities on him. You don't need them. Really nice to have. Again, the apprentices better than Nelson Aguilar and Isaiah McKenzie for sure. So I don't mind him being right here. And now after that, we got Dante Fowler with 93 speed. The block shed, the power moves are really, really low. The finesse moves are pretty solid. This card, I just think the block shed and the power moves are way too low. So for me, Dante Fowler is going to go ahead and be in this trash tier now. Now we also got Austin Corbett right here with 92 pass block power, 94 pass block finesse, 96 run block. So this is a card that's actually pretty solid all the way across the board. Hits 90s for pass block power, finesse, run block, relatively balanced as well. The one thing I'll say about guard too is the fact that if I'm building a base team, right, I think you really need to secure pros on your center, your left tackle, right tackle. Guard, I do think it's really, really nice to have, but I think the priority is center and tackles, right? This actually isn't a terrible B&D choice. I'm not saying he's like insane or anything, but he's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the mid tier as well. And we get Tyreek Stevenson this time. So 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 90 man, 90 zone, 90 press, 90 play rec. So the stats all hit like a baseline to where I'm like, he should be pretty solid. I'm sure you can guess it. No discount abilities on him. No 0 AP pick artist, no KOs, no nothing like that. This is another card that, again, imagine they just give him, he's the zone arc, discount abilities, whether he gets like a mid zone, a deep out zone KO, like he could be usable. He could be usable, especially for a budget. And it just would be, I think, great for no money spent teams. But because they just gave him nothing, he has to go by like Tyson Campbell. And like, I don't know, man. I feel like these cards right here all could be usable. It's just EA. I don't know why they don't want him to be. I don't know. And now after that, we got Calais Campbell. 90 speed on Calais Campbell. Crazier, that does seem a little bit high, but I mean, I guess we're approaching the end game. 88 acceleration, 91 power moves, 95 block shed. The fast moves are a little bit lower. At this point, again, just no discount abilities or anything. Sam Hubbard's a little bit faster too. I'd probably lean him right here. I mean, you could argue like if you're arguing between trash and mid, for me, all these cards, the main reason why they're bad, besides Roy Lopez, he actually is terrible from from a stat standpoint, but the main thing for these 95s is just no abilities. And now we move up to the 98 overalls. First one we got is the Eric Armstead. So there's a card, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, great block check, great power moves. The finesse moves are lower, and on the card he gets interior threat and also unpredictable for 0. My complaint on the card is that style of ability I just don't think is that good, because comparing him, okay, to Christian Barmore, I would easily rather use Christian Barmore. I would easily rather use Leonard Williams as well, because at least Leonard Williams gets like a no outsiders for 0, you know what I'm saying? I will put them on the same level because Eric Armstead is a defensive tackle too. He gets good abilities. I just, again, don't think that's like best at position. If he got Christian Barmore abilities, I would put both of them right here, the inside stuff and no outsiders for 0, but I think he's an okay defensive tackle. He's definitely better than the people in good. And now right after that, we got CJ Mosley. So CJ Mosley, 96 speed, 95 zone coverage, 85 block shed, 92 play rec. So there's a card that can get the lurk artist for 0 AP, of course, but in his other bucket, he gets like inside stuff, no outsiders for 1 AP, and then also goal line stuff for 0. So to me, where does this card really play? Does he play an outside linebacker spot? Well, for me, no. Fred Warner, Tremaine Edmonds, I think are all better with that mid-zone KO. Patrick Willis, Isaiah Simmons, like we can go on and on and on and on about cards that I think are better that dropped way before this card. It's like sometimes to me, they understand why cards are like so great, if that makes sense. And then other times like, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and just like move backwards and linebacker. Like to me, it doesn't make sense. I think he's a good card. I don't think he's great. He's just a 0 AP lurk artist linebacker. I mean, the goal line stuff, I guess, is cool. That works at such a small portion of the field. I would much rather use, again, Tremaine Edmonds, Fred Warner, Patrick Willis. I mean, hell, this might even be a hot take, but I mean, Carmichael with the height, Gronk as well. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too far, but I mean, he's a good card. I just don't think he's great. Now, right after that, though, we do got Dolphins great right here, Raheem Mostert. So 99 speed, 99 acceleration, great agility, like great physical stats, 94 break tackle, 77 catching, 97 carrying. Now, this is a card that I am actually really excited for, especially for my Dolphins team too, because the thing I wanted on the card, I wanted 0 AP RB apprentice. Guess what he gets? 0 AP RB apprentice. That's what I personally wanted. Now, I'm not saying he's the best running back in the game, but with that, okay, these are other cards in the game that get this. Marshawn Lynch, also Alec Ingle, that is also on the Dolphins team. But anyway, you could also put evasive on him for 1 AP. I think he's right up here. I think very similar things of him in Team of the Year CMC. I would say Team of the Year CMC is better, but I think he's a top end running back in the game. Again, it's just Bo Jackson is the best because they just made him insane. And now right after that, we got Joey Porter Jr. this time with 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 6'2" height, great man, great zone, great press, but corner is all about ability. So this is going to be a placement that I think some people might disagree with me on, but in his first bucket gets deep route and I believe medium route for both 1 AP. In his tier 6 bucket, it's pick artist flat zone for 0, and then it's inside shade for 3. This card just isn't that good. You know who he's just like, in my opinion? Mel Blount, that dropped during the Super Bowl past present. So I don't really think this card is that good. I don't even think he makes great for me. Marshawn Lattimore is 100 times better. You can argue, I guess, maybe if you run a man-based defense, but again, I just don't really think man is good. I really don't. Especially, and it's not even like he gets crazy man abilities. You have so many universal coverages, inside shades 1 step ahead for cheap, and then also the KOs for cheap as well. I just don't know why. I don't know why you would use him. I really don't, unless you're just a diehard Steelers fan. Maybe he could be decent in the slot. Like for me, him and Kendall Fuller are going to do very similar things. They both be 0 AP flat zone KO defenders. And now final card we got right here is Keenan Allen. So Keenan Allen, new bear, but 98 speed, 90s across the board for outrunning. Everything looks amazing on the card, but abilities, gets route tech for 1 AP, doesn't get a singular apprentice for 0. So for me, wouldn't fit my team. And he's also, I think, a little bit worse than Demaryius Thomas because he only gets mid and elite. Like Demaryius Thomas gets mid in, mid out for 0. So I think Keenan Allen, this is a really great receiver from a stat standpoint. To me, he's just not best at his position because it's not like he gets double 0 AP abilities. Like I think Demaryius Thomas is better. I would put him on a similar level to Nico Collins, which you could still say is a top end receiver in the game. I don't think he is the best receiver in the game at his position. Like one, he's not a 0 AP apprentice guy. Like, I mean, even Nico Collins does get 0 AP slot at, but I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best slot in the game. And then also you have like the super tall guys that Keenan's battling with, like Mike Evans, Demaryius Thomas, and also Nico Collins. So yeah, boys, this is my thoughts on the Sugar Rush promo. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, man. Today, kind of a very just meh drop. You know what I'm saying? Very meh. But I hope you all did enjoy it, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay updated with the best cards in Madden. And I already know, like, people are going to say something about the 99, 98. Oh, you really dislike cards that get bad ability, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting a ton of comments when I do these videos when I talk about abilities. And to me, the comments make no sense. Like, why would you want an upgraded card to be worse than cards that came out months ago? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you would want that. And it's not even like I want in-game ability stacks. I think people forget to go back to Madden 23. You know who was one of the final cards that dropped? Jamal Adams, strong safety. You know what he got? Universal coverage and Avalanche, both 0 AP passive abilities, not X factors, passive abilities. So we are nowhere even near the end game. And it's like we go a step forward and then we go like 2 steps backward. And I don't know why they're treating Sugar Rush like a mid-tier promo. Like, this is something that's supposed to be really, really exciting. I think the eggs are exciting, but overall the players that dropped, super disappointing. Like, I wanted a lot more best of position players, but I hope y'all did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, I stream every single day, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live today as well. We'll be trying to finish up all our Easter eggs. If you guys do want to see that, make sure to hit that noti bell on YouTube or check the links in the description. Hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here because I used the brand new Will Levis and he is actually goated.